Welcome to the Underbelly podcast, brought to you by Clarity Financial, as we peek underneath, poke around, and expose the unexposed stories of the week about finance, economics, politics, and life. I'm Brent Clanton, executive producer of The Lance Roberts Show and The Real Investment Hour. We wanted to create a forum for exchanging stories, ideas, and anecdotes that deserve more in-depth, unfiltered conversations, plus allow you a glimpse behind the scenes. As always, we welcome your feedback. Find us on Facebook or online at realinvestmentadvice.com. Now, let's step inside the studio for the Underbelly podcast, starting now. And good afternoon. Welcome to the Underbelly podcast. You know, it's always really interesting getting the show started every week because
it's like herding cats.
It is. It really
30 minutes, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. A pain in the butt.
It's okay. Let's see if we can turn off our sound over here. Anyway, we've got an extra special guest this morning
we
for the
very
show.
much do.
This afternoon,
we do.
I should say.
I am so excited. Hello.
Sofia Ojeda, is that how you say it?
Yes.
We've never met, but we watch you all the time.
Oh, thank you.
Even on TV.
I get that a lot.
My webcam is sharp at her house.
Really?
At the Ojeda house.
Really?
It really is.
Yeah.
Is it IP camera or you got it hardwired in there?
Her husband's got a great butt. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, he does.
Well, there you go.
See, we already started.
And off we go.
At what point did you lose control of the show?
You were going to lose with her hair, I told you.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Me and you together.
That's all right.
Yes, it's
Perfectly okay.
It's really bad.
So as we always do,
Yes.
every weekend, we're going to kind of start out with a little bit of a summary of the markets. And I've asked John to deliver the market homily today.
So, off on a positive note again.
Yeah.
We are. I'll tell you, the S&P 500 is up very quietly, 5.75%. It's going to be up 6% after today for the year.
Wow.
That's it's really something. 7 months into the year, not even 7 full months into the year. So
I want more, John.
Yeah.
It's not enough.
So here we are, cautioning everyone, and we're going to put up, we're on pace for 12% for the year. Anyway.
Excellent.
The international stocks are down. So the EFA, developed country international stocks are down 2%. Emerging markets are down 6%, so that's a little painful. Bonds have rallied back. They're down 1.3 after being down 2, so they're clawing their way back. And REITs are up about 2, so they've clawed their way back from negative 10.
So you know what in New York what a REIT is, right?
What? Tell me.
You hang it on the door at Christmas. That's how my grandmother would say it.
How did I miss that?
That's how my
Hang it on
grandmother
the
would say it. Hey, that Christmas wreath looks really good.
That's like the Utes in
right.
My Cousin Vinny, right?
The Utes. And the Earl.
Utes?
The Earl.
Yeah.
Got to fill the Earl tank. Yeah. So
yeah, I have these arguments with
bonds
Lance
are-
about international, and good for Lance. Not to make his head any bigger if you're listening, Lance, but he's been right on international.
Well, the thing is, valuations are one thing. Well, it's people like when they get on us because valuations don't matter. In the short term, valuations don't matter.
It's true, yeah.
Regardless of the market you're in.
Right.
So it's really the demand for the product. And there is really very little demand for international right now. But it's nice that with the valuations, they're telling you that maybe over the long term, returns are going to be better. So there's going to be an entry point for them. Absolutely so.
I think there will be, yeah.
Not a big believer in having to have all your allocation across all different markets just because someone is guessing and they have to go on to the next sales call. So if we don't want to be an international, we don't have to be.
Exactly. And I had an interesting...
Go.
That's right.
Good advice.
had an interesting call with Jeffrey Sherman at Double Line a couple of weeks ago, and I'm writing an article for CityWire on this topic, international stocks and emerging market stocks, and he agrees valuations are compelling, but he said, I want to wait for them to stop going down.
So what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
So what absolutely is wrong with the fact that, yes, valuations are compelling? Just like when on the other side, when we say, listen, valuations are expensive in the U.S., that doesn't mean we're not investing.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just that the demand for the product is there. But there will be a switch. Valuations will matter on the international side again, too, and we keep a very close eye on that.
I happen to think that the tariff issue is hurting international stocks now more than U.S. stocks for some reason.
For some reason, it seems like we're going to be the winner in this.
Right. I don't know why the market thinks that necessarily, but it does.
Is there much of a barometer, though, on what's happening with Trump, with his meetings this week, with all these European and Eastern leaders? You know, I mean, we know what the news pundits have been saying,
right?
But what has been the reaction of investors to not only what he said, but what he is doing and the results of what's happening over there?
You have to observe that U.S. stocks are up, and the toll, if what he's doing is taking any toll, again, it's on international and emerging market stocks. I think the markets seem to think that those stocks will get hurt more right now.
And there you have it.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't discount bonds.
No,
Still good.
do not.
New James Bond movie's coming out. Pretty good too.
There is, isn't there?
Yeah. Daniel Craig's got a nice butt too.
You're cheeky.
He's very cheeky.
All right. So let's move right along.
Well, somebody was in London not too long ago.
I was.
Really?
She
that
attended
was
the wedding.
a lot of fun.
She attended the royal
I
wedding.
did. I was at the royal wedding.
Did you see
was
the Queen?
outside.
I saw. No, I just saw the Queen's flag that said
Ah.
she was home in the Buckingham Palace.
So there's a flag when she's home? Is that how that
Yes,
works?
the flag goes up. Yes, and it says she's home.
I thought it was.
I don't
she
have a
needed another
flag when
round of
I get
chips.
home. Nobody puts a flag up when I get home. It goes half-mast. The dogs go half-mast when I'm at home.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, it was a good time. London is
Did you
fun.
like it?
I loved it.
Did you like the food?
Honestly, I really didn't. It's kind
Really?
of bland.
Really isn't.
I love the chips. The chips were delicious. Fish and chips were good.
Plain or ruffled?
Plain. I did ask once for pickles. And
Really?
They looked at me like I had 10 heads.
Wow.
They don't do pickles.
They don't do pickles over there? What do they
No.
call them?
No, they don't do pickles or pickle juice. They don't have them at all.
Remember the Boston Pickle Party? They're still remembering that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're still sore about that.
They don't like that.
They do
Yeah.
vinegar on the fish and chips, so yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
and that's good stuff.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got a vinegar fetish over there, don't
So you'd think they'd love pickles.
they? Yeah, you would think they would
You'd
like that
think
kind of
that's
stuff.
Sour.
Sour.
flavor, yeah.
No.
Might that
Yeah.
be an opportunity?
What's like the fast food?
You know what? I was
what?
surprised to see McDonald's there.
Ah.
Right across
go
from
in?
Windsor
Did you go to
Castle.
McDonald's?
No,
It's
and the
everywhere.
lines were out the door.
Really?
They
You would
think it's a
think.
novelty. Well, I know
Right.
that McDonald's will cater its menu to each region.
yeah.
So I'm just interested to know what they do over there.
And I also wonder about the sizes.
McFish and chips?
Maybe.
It's the bland
I've
burger.
heard Indian food is sort of popular fast food there. Is that true?
There were a few little stops. We didn't have much time to go anywhere because we were working hard. But yeah, there were a few Indian. There was Italian. There was an Italian restaurant. It's
Did
all
you try
different
it?
kinds. I did.
How was it?
It's just different.
Yes.
Very different.
So
I
what was
won't say
the
bad.
the story you were pursuing over there?
We were covering the royal wedding
wedding.
of Prince Harry
Yes.
and Meghan Markle. So that was a lot of fun.
Marvelous.
Oh, she's stunning. She's fabulous. She's our American princess.
Not as stunning as you, though.
Aw, thanks.
But you had that big hat on. Didn't you have one?
I
You were
did.
wearing
I
all
had a
these different hats?
fascinator. I had a few fascinators. That is a serious game.
The
When-
hat?
when you
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
to
Really?
It is. It
England,
looks like it's
they
a-
are
they don't-
very serious about their fascinators and the way you wear them. You have to wear it to the right because that's traditionally what they, how they put them on. And
What happens if you were to the left?
Means you're
it
available.
means you're, yeah.
Oh, is that
something
like a sign?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
And everybody that I talk to, we just have to be proper. That's just the way it
Yeah,
is.
it is.
It has to be.
Chip, chip,
Good
rip,
thing
rip.
they're not from New
Yeah.
Jersey.
All that wrong.
I know, good thing. Good thing they didn't know that about me.
Well, I learned something today. We watched President and Mrs. Trump meet the Queen.
Did they meet? I thought she ran away from
They
them.
may still be in there. They're supposed to have tea today.
I bet there's a lot of eye rolling going on.
I don't know.
Poor Queen's eye rolling on.
They seem to be getting along
Yeah,
famously.
she seemed to be okay.
Yeah.
Till
Yeah.
she shanks him.
Wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall in that room?
No.
You know?
I would.
But I learned something I didn't know, and you
What,
may
she-
know this because
She
you've been-
created the baby blimp?
No, no. The Queen's purse.
Oh.
Yep.
The Queen's purse is a code.
Oh, is it first like a security thing?
No.
Oh, no.
I mean,
Like she's pissed off?
I'm going to tell you what's in it in a minute.
Okay. So,
But depending upon how she's wearing it or what she does with it, she's sending signals to her staff.
like when she's like, I'm done with this person?
Exactly.
What side is that? 'Cause that's that's where she is right now
When
with
she
Trump.
shifts to her right arm, get me out of
It's
here.
over.
Wow.
Move along.
She's actually got that seared to her right arm today.
Yeah.
No, she was carrying it on her left.
Oh,
I noticed.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that's
cool.
direct
Yeah,
clue.
Look, the body language that I saw, they seem to be getting along famously.
Oh, that's good.
You know?
She didn't hit him with the purse.
No,
No, yeah.
None of that.
They seem to be getting
I
along.
mean,
What
great.
else does the purse mean?
I half expected to see a Monty Python skit break out. but
Big
but
foot
no.
come down. And
Well, if she puts it on the table,
okay.
that means 5 minutes.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
There are rules.
Go get the carriage ready.
I think Sophia does that too.
Sometimes.
And if she twists her ring, someone is supposed to come up and say, "The Duke would like to speak with you. Please excuse us."
Yes.
You know
What is this? What is it when she gets frisky? What's the
I,
saying?
I don't know.
That's
I'm not
the
sure
party
there's a code
started.
for that anymore.
It's like a poke.
Maybe.
And
But
if you're eating too with the queen, and she's done eating, everybody's done eating.
Really?
Oh, so you got to gauge how she's eating. Like if she's eating
She puts
fast,
her forks down and she's
So if
finished.
then you're done.
Everybody
If the
is.
queen's on a diet, you're going to starve.
You better eat fast.
Oh,
Shoot, F that.
Wow. You got to keep pace there, huh?
yeah.
You'd be
And
slowly, like if she's going fast,
Yeah.
slowly put stuff in your pocket.
Put it down,
yeah.
for
Put
later.
a fish in one pocket, a chip in your rear, and so that you know you have it for later because she's going too
Exactly.
fast for you.
Well,
So
you
there's
better go ahead.
I was going to say there's actually a way to tie, not to put a damper on the conversation, but we can tie this back to finance in an interesting way.
There we go.
Oh, yeah?
There's the big foot. There's the big Monty Python foot. Right on it. Yeah.
So we talk about how international stocks have low PE ratios
Yes.
and look attractive. So the UK is trading at a 15 Schiller
Really?
half of what we're trading at, and it's, a lot of it is Brexit. It has
Yes,
not moved
that's
in
Brexit.
2 years.
It hasn't moved it right. And
Yeah.
it's
So-
going to be very interesting to see whatever the version of Brexit is going to look like.
The UK is trading like an emerging market right now.
Yes.
It's that cheap.
That cheap.
So there's going to be an entry point. Lance, listen up. There's going to be an entry point for the UK at some point.
And we're not talking about a new revolution or anything. We're
Right.
talking about stocks.
Very interesting. So I found out what's in the purse.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Which
Back
is,
to the purse.
kind of it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. What's in? You know, she's digging around in it. What's
photo
Yeah.
of Justin Bieber.
It's not a photo of Justin. It's not a photo of
A
Daniel
little
Craig.
voodoo doll.
A handkerchief,
A handkerchief,
mints,
mints,
a mirror,
a mirror.
and a fountain pen. And that's it. And I would have thought she would have had like a Walter PK in there.
I think she doesn't have your purse.
There are a lot of rules, though.
Yeah,
I'm
those
sure there
are
are.
just
They
a
live by
few.
rules.
Oh yeah.
You know what? I think it was a mistake that we even broke away
Do you really?
because we need some freaking rules around here. This place is a mess. And this place is a free for all, man. I mean, I understand freedom, but we have taken it to the.
So
I'm thinking
we
maybe
need
we
need tea time.
Yes,
That's
we
when
need a
everybody
tea time.
sits
We
down
need a tea time.
and they connect.
We need manners.
And we're not talking
Manners
golf.
would be nice.
yeah, manners would be great.
Manners would be great.
Yeah.
Maybe dressing nicer as opposed to just Crocs and shorts that don't fit.
I could tell.
And wife beater T-shirts, which seems to be what we wear a lot of in Texas. You know, maybe the dress code would we would raise the
Up our
ranks.
game.
Yes, up our game just a little
Yes.
bit.
They
Don't you
definitely.
think am I wrong that it seems like people over there are just more well dressed even
Oh,
when they go
they
out
are.
when they go to the store?
It's
I mean,
standard.
they're not in their pajama
no,
pants
nobody's
with their
in
ass
their
sticking
pajamas.
out.
No,
Yeah,
everybody's
I
dressed
mean,
sharply.
No
Yeah.
Hello Kitty
No
pajamas
casual
that
Friday.
haven't been washed since
slippers.
1978. No, okay. Wow.
We
See?
used to be more like that.
Yeah.
You know, you look at pictures of Yankee Stadium in the 40s.
No, and everybody's got a
right.
tie.
Everyone's got a fedora.
A
The men
fedora.
are in suits.
My grandfather would mow the lawn in a suit.
Really?
Yes, he was
So
crazy.
good.
He had to be
Why?
dapper at all
Yes,
times. But
at all
you know what? I
times.
would take half of that today than what we do to how we dress
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you know what? You talk about up in New York mowing the yard and dressing up, and in England, that's not Houston, Texas in August, baby.
That's
I mean,
That's not Houston, Texas.
We're
That's
melting
not, that's
down.
not-
There are weather
Right.
considerations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but I saw pictures of Houstonians in the 40s and the 50s, and they dressed that way as well. I mean, I've seen some old photos.
And not everywhere had air conditioning either.
Yeah,
So
right.
everybody's
Say that.
I mean,
still
it was just a code.
Before
like, you
we
didn't
were
go out looking
genetically-
like slops.
Before we were genetically re-engineered to live with,
to be sloths.
yes,
Freon.
exactly.
chlorofluoride or whatever they call it. Stuff.
Well, speaking of sloths,
Yes.
Trump baby blimp. I think that is the cutest. I mean, I mean, it's insulting, but it's so cute. I want it from my front lawn.
So it's a baby blimp throwing a tantrum, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but
Baby
you know,
tantrum.
I'm like, it could just be a representation of America.
I
Forget
wonder if-
Trump.
if
I mean,
they've-
we could put anybody's face on there.
I wonder if they've licensed it, and that's going to be the toy for Christmas this year.
See the man boobs on that thing?
I think he's got to flip the script, you know? Take it as a positive.
I do. I love it.
And
I
he
put.
will.
I tell you, I
He
would.
will.
I'd
I think
I'd
so.
put it on the roof of my house, like what they do out here with the Hulk
Yes.
on the
During,
auto
Halloween or-
dealership.
Oh, yeah.
I would put that on my
Oh
house.
yeah. Have you ever seen a president more Teflon coated than this guy? I mean, everything that they throw at him, and it just rolls off his back like
Yep.
Well, I think he was a
Water
little
off a
upset
duck.
by this. By the
By the
orange
blimp?
Was he
By the
upset by the
baby?
blimp?
He
Yeah.
seemed like he was.
Well, maybe it was just jet lag.
I mean, no offense to any president or anybody. I just think it's cute as hell. I want to hold it.
He does look like he needs a hug.
He does.
Yeah.
That diaper looks loaded too.
And Melania doesn't look like she's in the mood to.
No. She did look fabulous.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
though,
gosh,
with
her
that
outfit's
Grecian
hard.
dress.
Yes.
Gorgeous.
I give her credit for having to see him naked.
Oh.
I just really do.
Okay.
No, I mean, there's just some things you got to give people credit for, you know?
some things you can't unsee.
Yeah, you can't unsee. But, yeah, but it seems like, I mean, I was listening a little bit to the conference today between the Prime Minister, Theresa May, and it seemed cordial.
Yeah.
It was a very long
Well, you
press
know-
conference, it seemed to be.
Was this a chapter in The Art of the Deal that I missed?
Right.
Where you're publicly you beat these people up before you go in to meet
I've
with them,
never
and then you
seen
go
any-
in there and you meet with them, and apparently they're making love because when they come out, they're best friends again.
They look exhausted when they come out. I mean, it's like getting your ass kicked.
Maybe it's like, you know how when you have a heated argument with somebody,
Yes.
and then after you are done having like that
You let all
heated
that out.
you let it out, and then you feel better.
So this is like makeup sex.
You've bonded.
Oh my God.
You beat me to it, Rich.
No, but maybe that's it. You get all that anger and
You
all that
bond.
heat out there,
Yeah.
and then
Exactly. You feel better.
maybe that's what it is.
It's,
I don't know.
social
I'm not
endorphins.
really understanding the dynamics very well.
But
it's
I
just
think
different.
as much as President Trump, you know, he puts his foot down and is very direct and lets people know what he wants.
he
He's
steps
also,
back?
yeah, he steps back. And I think when you sit down and speak with him face to face,
versus the
crowd,
media,
right?
yeah.
I think he would be more
yeah, I
empathetic.
would think so too. Maybe he gets like his ego out there, but when they're
With
actually
the
sitting
person,
down,
uh-huh.
maybe he's listening and doing other things. Maybe that's part of the art of the deal.
I think he's faking people out
Walk loudly and carry a soft stick.
or something like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what.
Wouldn't Teddy Roosevelt be amused at watching Donald Trump
Well,
perform?
Teddy Roosevelt was very vocal.
He was very
He
much
was
like
very-
Trump is.
They very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, now that you say that,
I think
can
they
see
would have been
where you're-
simpatico, you know?
I can see where you're going with
Yeah.
that.
But Trump has Twitter, which makes it.
You know, if Teddy Roosevelt had Twitter, that'd have been interesting.
Roosevelt had the Great White Fleet. And I'm not talking race either.
Well, all I'm saying about the whole thing with this is that I understand that the president wasn't very happy with the blimp, but I think it's the cutest little thing ever, and I would make little dolls. I'd make a fortune out of these things.
That's
Little
what I'm
plastic
saying.
dolls. The kids would come. We could have the Playhouse
License it
with
and
all these
sell
little
it.
orange
go.
figures and stuff.
It'll be in the White House gift shop by Christmas. You
No, I'm
watch.
telling you, you could have the flag, the British flag. On the
Yeah, people would buy them.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're so cute. Yeah.
Or a Trump doll bobblehead.
a bobblehead.
So I know we got off the purse, but is there anything else in that purse? 'Cause
Oh,
it
no,
seems pretty
no.
freaking boring.
Yeah. Just it was a conversation starter.
I mean, it's interesting about what that means overall.
You gonna start carrying a
do
purse
women do
now
that
so you
here?
can get out of
Like-
meetings?
like if they hate a guy, they put the purse to the left? Because I get a lot of left purses. Does that mean that they hate me?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if they're friends.
Sophia's the only one who likes me.
As opposed to persons that get left behind.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting, though, because she's got, I figure that she might have a security code if she feels uncomfortable. She's got codes that are not being, they're not sharing about certain things.
Well, you know, and I was wondering if maybe this was the British version of the football. You know, the president has a football with him all the time, the nuclear codes and all that stuff.
Right.
Oh, he does?
So maybe she has a digitized version of that in a little compact inside that purse.
Wow.
She opens it up. I'm sending links.
And now.
Boy, USA. Boy, that was a horrible act. What was that? That was Alabama.
Q comes up out of the lab and gives her a new one, you know. All right, Queenie, here's the next gadget for you.
You always think of like Austin Powers. Right?
Yes.
Oh, man. So, what's the next story? What do we got?
Well, we're gonna ask Sophia about some financial stuff, right? Because this is
we are?
supposedly a financial.
Oh, well, no. There is a study about financial infidelity, and I've written about this. The National Endowment of Financial Education, they talk about the fact that there is a majority, like 2 out of 5, in couples, 2 out of the 5, there's infidelity financially. It's like whether someone is making a purchase without the other party knowing. Like how do you do this as far as when you guys want to maybe buy things?
See, I feel like it's generational,
Well, you just say,
right?
This is the way it's gonna be.
Well, yeah.
I knew it.
I feel like it's generational because, you know, I know my parents were very open with what they got, and they would get it together.
Okay, because usually, like your parents would have been, I think, more traditional. Like one party handles everything, but no, they were.
No, they knew where it was going. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, but they knew.
Both of them.
Yeah,
excellent.
Exactly what was going on. See, now fast forward to me going and getting a job and being independent for so long. When we got married, we didn't combine.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I know. I find that actually to be common.
I think it is common.
I write about that. You actually should have maybe a joint conduit account where you all know what's going in there.
Yeah.
But then from there, you actually disperse into the individual accounts. So I know a lot more couples that are doing more of their own.
That's what we're going to do. Yes. But as far as asking or telling or not really.
So if you want to buy something, is there a limit above which you feel compelled to say, "Hey, babe, I really want to get this purse like the Queen uses, and it's $1,000. Can I go get it?" Or no?
I wouldn't tell him that. If I wanted it, because I can't.
Why?
Because that would be a problem. If I really want, because if you want something really bad and you're like, well, we work hard for this, and I put this money aside just for that. It may cause a big argument. Yeah, And
I guess if you're all meeting the bills and you keep it separate, if you want to spend a little bit more money on something, I guess if it was interfering with the family stuff,
like if you couldn't pay the bills, and then I walk in with $1,000 purse, that's a little bit of a problem. Yes. Right.
It makes a certain amount of sense, though. People are getting married later, and so there's probably more of a tendency to keep it separate the older you are. The great social scientist Charles Murray has an interesting way of putting marriage and relating it to business. He says when people used to get young at a married age, it was like a startup. Married at a young age, it was like a startup.
Right.
But now, when they get married older, it's like a merger between
they all have
two
their
established.
Yes. Yes.
One of the rules I wrote about was the fact that if you do want to talk about, say, a big expenditure, both decide on what the dollar amount is.
Yeah.
If it's, say, $300, or come up with a figure that you say, I'll bring it to that person's
or if
attention.
it requires
I'll bring it
title registration at the county office.
Yes, then you might want to bring it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we're pretty open, though, about everything that we spend money on. Definitely. See, the $1,000 purse, I don't know. Would I tell? That's a good question.
It was a gift,
especially if I really, really wanted it.
Yeah, if he really wanted it.
I think he'd say it's fine.
Okay.
If I really, really wanted it.
Let's play truth or dare.
Oh, boy.
Or
Okay.
truth or consequences.
Okay.
What is something that your husband loves to buy that you think is absolutely, totally frivolous and unnecessary? And it drives you up the wall when he brings it home.
Oh my goodness.
boy.
Anything to do with lawn care.
Lawn care.
He's got a
I
lawn
know.
care issue. I
Really?
I'm like that too.
Obsessed at Home Depot.
Yes, oh,
He will
yeah,
be
see?
outside for hours.
But that's to the benefit of the
I know
household.
it does look good.
That's
but
not frivolous.
I'm
I'm
just
taking
a
his side.
lot of money. But he builds stuff too back there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, he's a builder.
Back
Yes,
there?
back there.
Like
so
he has his own space?
it looks nice when we have a garden. He built a
See, that
garden.
must just be his
therapy.
therapy.
Yeah.
Does he have a man cave in the house?
He has a man cave, sort of. It's out
Okay.
in the garage.
Okay, so
yeah.
that's
he's built stuff in there too.
yeah.
He
Do you
loves
all
to build
benefit
stuff.
from the stuff?
Yeah, the backyard is.
Honey,
it
look at
looks-
my
it
lawn.
looks
Look at that
good.
lawn.
Oh,
I do that.
Yeah,
I do
that's
that
him.
too. I know it's.
He does do that. Look at
I do
those
that.
lines.
I do that to the dog. I do that with the dogs. I go, look at those lines, and then right away they take a crap. Right on.
So here, let me ask you. This is an indicator of the level of analism. Does he mow the yard in straight diagonals so that there's this pattern, or is it just all over the place?
Oh no.
No, he's got a pattern. He's got
and
a-
if I was like, let me mow the lawn. I'll help
no.
out.
No,
He
no.
let me do one line,
did?
and he's like, I got to do that one.
Yes.
Your line is all jaggedy. It has to be perfectly straight.
Oh, that's
And then
great.
the next one has to be right on top of that one.
I love it.
Yep.
That's awesome.
There you go.
That
He
is
loves his
awesome.
lawn.
You got a good one there.
Okay, I'm
That,
glad
yeah,
I
that
do.
is. You do.
Oh.
Yeah, you have.
So,
I hate that.
Sophia.
Yes.
No,
What is it that you buy that he thinks is frivolous and unnecessary, and he wishes
another
you wouldn't
pair
bring
of
it home?
shoes.
I wish I did shoes. I'm not a shoe person. I would have to say hair
Product.
stuff.
But that's part of your job.
Yeah, but I go a lot. Kind of like, okay, it's like a little too much.
And you look fabulous, love it.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, I think that
The hair thing.
the hair thing. And sometimes I'll take the girls shopping a lot. And they'll get a
You
lot
too,
of
the
stuff.
shoes get they have better wardrobe
So
than you.
right,
Probably.
they have really good wardrobes, the little ones. So he's kind of like, we just went school shopping. We just.
But it was tax-free weekend,
Yeah.
babe.
Yeah.
If you need an excuse, just call Brent. He's gone.
Oh, yeah. Been
There
there,
are these-
done that. Got the return receipt.
There are these
that's it, though.
salons
These
now.
seemed these are pretty minor,
Pretty
kind of
normal, right?
normal
Yeah,
things.
you're not out of control at all.
No, I don't. I'm not a
What salons?
spender.
There are these salons, and I would see them in the LA area when I was in Southern California. So a woman goes and doesn't get her hair washed, but gets it blown out.
Oh, it's a what's
Blow
that
bar.
called? A blow
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
it's
blowout
called
bar.
dry bar. This
blow
Dry
bar.
one, I think.
That's
yeah.
a very popular thing, isn't it?
Yeah, just to go in and just
Who knew?
have your head massage, just feel
Well, I'd
feel
go for
good.
that.
There you go.
Yeah, just have styled, and then you leave and you look fabulous. Yeah,
They don't wash it.
they do wash
They
it.
do?
I think.
Okay.
Well,
I thought
they will.
They wash
but the-
it, and
the
then they blow it
premise
out.
Is you come in with it already washed? It's wet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the one
so-
in California is called dry bar. So I think
Yeah.
that's the premise. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just feels good, to feel primed up and.
So you do
ready
that.
to
You
go.
do that too. Besides, yeah, that's cool.
It's
All right.
fun. Yeah. So maybe I.
See, that's funny. I would have never thought. I mean, I understand. I don't know. I get it, but I don't get it. Like,
Right.
You know what? I've got a barber, and yeah, right. What do I need a barber for?
I was just gonna say
But
that.
I've got a barber. I think
He's
she's
starving, that barber's
Korean. No, every 2 weeks, and here's why.
Oh,
She takes 15, 20 minutes to do my hair.
what?
Okay, now I use the #1 guard all over.
Yep.
Oh.
She's very thorough.
She's very thorough.
And those clippers that vibrate, they buzz.
It's like a massage,
60
right?
hertz. Yeah, all over my head for 20 minutes. It's glorious.
great.
Well, that's smart. She's
Yeah.
giving you a whole experience
Yeah.
there.
It is about the experience, I think.
So there you have it.
So next time I come to Channel 2, I'll just bring a blow dryer and put it in your face.
Did you see the clip of the grandmother standing in the front yard next to the road with a hairdryer?
No.
And she's doing like this.
And
Oh,
people
so they
were
thought you
slowing down because they thought
she
it was a radar
gun.
Really?
You would
funny.
so do that.
That
So
is
me.
funny.
I'm gonna be
That's
that
going to
lady.
be you at 75 out there.
We should do an
Oh,
experiment.
did
We
they
should do
arrest
that after you're on the
Did they-
feeder.
No. There was the guy that was dressed as the camera. There was the guy that created a whole outfit like one of those cameras that say slow down.
That's
And
great.
the cops arrested because when the cops stop, all of a sudden it looks just like one of those cameras.
Because he was impersonating a street sign?
He was this person, see, this says like it
Yeah.
blinks and it says slow down. It looked just like that. I mean, you would not have known. You know how you knew it wasn't a sign?
He was
When the
moving.
cops pulled over,
Yeah.
it ran. Otherwise, it looked just. I mean, the dude did a great job. I mean,
That's
I
funny.
mean, but that's how you do it. The only way
Yeah.
you are going to know, because he was completely still.
Yeah.
The only way you were going to know is as soon as that cops pulled over, that thing took off. It just had legs and ran.
That's funny stuff.
That
Good
is
one.
really funny. But I could see how somebody might think, or I was going to think he was going to say something worse, like somebody thought it was a gun or something. But I could see where, it was because it was a blow dryer, it looks like a radar.
And they were slowing down. The video clips got sound, and she says, "Oh, there he is! Look at the brake lights. He's slowing down." And she gets them coming and going both ways.
You know what? The infrastructures are falling apart. We don't have enough police. We don't have enough fire people. We don't have enough of workers. We don't. So therefore, people have to get creative.
Go, Grandma, go.
I'd be putting those metal spikes down there.
Yeah, if you want the traffic to slow down in your neighborhood, I guess that's what
That's
you have
what
to do.
you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
There's a stop sign right in front of my house in my neighborhood, and no one stops for that thing. I swear.
It's just
Every car.
maybe like a ponder. I think they should call
Yeah,
them a ponder
it's just
sign.
a
'Cause you think of
suggestion.
it, you just roll right through them.
So I'm thinking maybe I get the hairdryer out
Yes. Put it out there.
to see if that work.
Let 'em
Maybe
have
you
it.
hang the Trump baby blimp over those stop signs.
Yeah.
People
So
be
we're
No,
gonna stop
you
to
know
look.
what?
They will.
The HOA would be on my butt for that. Pretty sure about that. So, Sophia, we only have a few minutes left. What are you working on next week that we can watch on KPRC-TV Channel 2?
There's lots going on.
Do you have like a
we're
beat
on-
assignment or anything?
We're on the weekends.
Yeah.
You can watch our show the Saturday and
It's
Sunday
always
mornings.
fun when I go. She makes me happy to
That's
be
the
there.
fun time.
I watch you on Saturday mornings when I'm doing my
Yay.
weekend gig at another place.
Oh, okay, yeah. Watch us this weekend. Actually, we're going to be on early tomorrow. We're going to be on at 5:30 a.m.
Yeah.
Because of the French Open.
Could be.
Something going on. Yeah.
Or a soccer game.
Possibly. And next week, we will be hitting the streets reporting on some breaking news. We get into work at 3 a.m. and then whatever happens overnight drops. We go.
Can I pick a bone with you?
Sure.
Uh-oh.
Why is every newscast leads with breaking news when in fact it's really not broken? Come on.
We want to get the urgency out to people. We
Yeah,
want
but
them
it's
to
like
know
crying
how
wolf.
urgent this is. You need to know this now.
Please slip a note to your news editors, news director, and say, "Hey, guy, it's not breaking news if everything's breaking every time. It's
Breaking
not
news.
special."
Sophia just bought a new hairbrush.
Now that's breaking news.
That is breaking news. Don't tell my husband.
No, it's always fun. I really like the new facilities.
Oh yeah,
They've grown on me. I
Love.
didn't like them when I first got there because I think I was attached to the
Yeah,
old
you
facility.
get attached.
The first time I was ever there was about 11 years ago at the old facility.
Yeah.
And they used to have
which was
like
pretty nice.
you used to have the cat rails like go up there. We're
Yeah.
gonna interview you up there.
Yes.
I'm like up where? Go up those little metal stairs and go all the way up there, and then Radar would follow me up there.
Oh, Radar, bless his heart.
I love little Radar. He followed me up there. He loved me. Yeah, I loved him too.
sweetie.
So, but the new studio's nice. It really is.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think after a while too, we got settled. We warmed it up, pictures.
No, it
carpet.
was
Yeah.
more clinical, but now
Yes.
it's lived in
Yeah.
kind of thing. I like your little
Coffee
kitchen
stains.
area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
coffee
And stuff.
stains.
Yeah.
mess. The
Now,
good
how long
stuff.
have you been there?
A little over 3 years.
3 years,
Okay,
yeah.
So yeah.
But what happened to the cement ball that was out front? I used to love that little cement ball next.
Oh, like the Target one?
Yeah, it was like
It looked like a target ball?
It looked like a circular, big concrete ball. I would park next to it. I got really close with it. I have to tell you.
Wasn't that to keep the jihadists from busting?
I don't know what it was,
door?
but it was like an art statement. I put it on Facebook because it was a porta potty. And the big concrete ball when it was under construction.
They blew it up, I think.
Oh, but that thing has been out there for so long. I was like, what is this?
It was a counterbalance for the construction
It was
crane.
like something came down from the sky and landed there in a parking space. I didn't know what that was. It was fun, you know. So, yeah. So I write some stuff for Channel 2, send it over, and Frank ignores it.
Frank's our producer.
Yeah, Frank. And then I go, Frank, did you not like it?
I'll make him
Frank,
read it.
did you not like it, Frank?
Frankly.
What do I need to do instead of, are you ghosting me? So then he gets back to me when I pressure him a little bit. Yeah, so no, that's
Good. Do you know when you'll be back?
I don't know because he's ghosting me right now. I sent him a really good piece, but he's ghosting me. So what else we got?
We'll find out.
What kind of pieces do you write for them? Financial stuff?
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess.
I wrote this single parent survival guide, just tips for single moms
Some
or
great
single dads.
tips, definitely.
Yeah, so Frank.
Call back.
Hey, so I guess we know that the the news story is what's going on with The Rock.
The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
The Rock said he'd
New movie
consider
out today.
running. Yes, Skyscraper. I will
Skyscraper's
tell
nice.
you, that dude is, you know, have you followed him on Instagram? Uh-huh. Yeah, I know you do.
Do you need a napkin?
Jeez, get me the bib.
That was priceless.
It was.
I didn't know that I
all
did
of a sudden she
just
glazed
doing
over,
that.
like she was gone for 3 seconds. You ever watch you watch TV and it goes blank?
Yep.
It goes, where'd my signal go? She left the building.
I did. You said you said his Instagram, and I went there.
Yeah, and again, he's actually
He's a very nice fellow.
The thing is he has really created his own
Brand.
franchise, right?
Yeah.
And
You can smell what The Rock is cooking.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He's written the Skyscraper movie is supposed to be his ode to all the Towering Inferno movies and Die Hard, and so I'm sure it's a little bit over the top. It's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But he gets like $20 million per movie plus the back end royalties, but he also gets a social media fee.
Yeah.
Now too, because of the fact that so many people follow him, and
Wow.
and I think they look at him, as an inspiration because that dude's like in the gym at like 4 a.m. and he's up all night,
and he's only about this tall.
no way,
Seriously, he is a short dude.
no way, because I see it. Really?
Yeah.
What?
I don't see that.
No way. I gotta look this
The
up.
funniest thing on his Instagram, I will tell you, is when Kevin Hart and The Rock go back and forth and jab each other.
Yeah.
Like, you suck. That movie sucks. And then it goes, and your mom, how'd your mom ever have you, Kevin? You're a jerk. But they love each other. But the funniest interactions of these two together, it really is amazing. Because, like he could pick up Kevin Hart and just like literally throw him
yeah.
across.
Awesome.
I mean, that's a dude small. And he's shorter than me.
He's small, but he could bench press a Mack truck.
Yeah, I mean, but he told Stephen Colbert that he would be willing or consider running for president. Yes, Sophie.
That's
I
true.
wonder how I get on that campaign. How do I get
need a
on
PR
the
person.
Yeah. But
For
I
the record,
actually could see him doing that.
The Rock is 6'5".
Yeah, no, I'm saying he's not short.
Oh, I'm thinking of somebody else then.
You must be thinking of the Pebble because the Rock.
He played defensive tackle for the University of Miami.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone. That's who I
Oh,
was
yeah.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
he might
He
be.
is
Yeah, but no, the Rock looks like he.
Sorry, Dwayne.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything negative. He'd kick your ass. I think his real name is Dewey. His mom
Dewey,
said his real name is Dewey. So I've just put on his Instagram that no one's calling you Dewey, dude.
He's a good singer. You hear
He's
him?
got a lot of multi-talented.
Yeah,
He's got
he can sing.
He seems like he's a great family man. He's like the package, man.
Can he
He's
sing better than William Shatner?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're safe.
So
So I don't know. I just think that you think about movie stars and people that could run for president, and I usually scoff and I'm like, yeah, but I'm like,
maybe.
Well,
I think
I
that
liked
he
the
probably
answer.
has the appeal.
I like the answer that he gave Colbert about that. He said,
What'd he say?
if I were to, like in 20, whatever the years are, 20 or 2024, He said, I know what I don't know, and I would need to begin to learn now so that I would be prepared. I like that.
And the dude is pure 100% all-American. Country is the best. And what he's accomplished, he's admirable. It's very admirable. And I'm not really into like looking at movie stars and going, oh gosh, so admirable. I mean, but he seems to have a lot of discipline that other people do not have.
You have to have discipline to achieve what he's achieved.
Yes, because he is a franchise himself. He is a franchise.
Well, even physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he serve in the military?
I do not know, but you've got the Google account open there.
I feel like I'm
she's
looking for that.
That's
I
her
thought that
top
I heard
search.
that.
Furiously tapping.
The Rock.
I don't.
That's what I was wondering.
It's under the bookmark.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah, under the bookmark. Yeah.
Let's see.
So do you follow The Rock, Sophia? I love that. It was the best.
Anywhere.
But I would really want to see the Skyscraper movie. So I think that would be really good. But and again, he's very self-effacing for such a big guy.
Oh yeah.
He's very non-threatening. He just comes across like he seems like you want to have a beer with the dude.
Yeah.
Right. Even though he'd probably say, "Get away from me, peasant." He does have that appeal.
He would put his purse on the table.
Yeah.
No, kettlebell.
So that
His kettlebell on the table.
5 minutes.
If he's handling his 100-pound kettlebell, if he's handling it on the left, Sophia's gone. We lost. So let's say a prayer for Sophia. She's left the building. She's left the building. So you know what she's spending her money on, right? Rock posters.
Right.
That's a secret I didn't want to reveal, but you got me.
I didn't know there were paid subscriptions to therock.com, but I guess now we know.
No, it's just this whole, I guess, media popular president kind of, as opposed to.
I'd rather not have a celebrity the next time, but he does seem like a humble, decent guy. So.
And he would look to hire experts.
Yeah.
Like he would look to be more humble. Listen, anybody but a Clinton or a Bush or anybody else. I mean, I think the country's sort of. I think the statement with Trump was, we're just tired of the same old people. We want something different. Who knows what's going to happen next time around. So.
She's still looking.
I know, she's still wandering about.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Would it be an R or a D?
Yeah.
Who cares?
Sophia Rock Johnson.
Mr. Rock. Mr. Rock President?
Mrs. Sophia Rock.
I know she'd assassinate him in the Lincoln bedroom, but not with a gun. But, see.
Oh, funny.
Oh, boy.
Me up.
He'd have his hands full with her. That guy wouldn't be working out. His Instagram account would go dark. What happened? Oh, she's killing me.
Can you smell what Sophia's cooking?
But what's that? You know what's funny? When you see pictures of him in the 80s and he's got the fanny pack and stuff, I can't.
Everybody had a fanny pack in the 80s.
But I forget how far back The Rock goes, how long
He's
he
ageless.
He has been around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like when he was the wrestler, right? I mean, I'm like, holy shit, this dude's been around 30 years or so.
How old is he?
And he does not look his age.
He's got to be
50-something.
He's got to be 50-something.
Yeah, or
he's got to be.
Close to.
Well, I mean, again, I remember like even
He's
in the
46.
Okay.
What was he, 10?
Close.
I know.
No, but I remember like
born in 1972.
Maybe it wasn't the 80s. Maybe it was the early 90s when he was wearing the fanny pack and he looked like a kid and was wrestling. Maybe it was early 90s when he was doing that. So obviously, but I don't know. It just shows you what you can do in the country. Or let's put it this way: if you take a little bit of that motivation and apply it to whatever you want to do. Sophia's always got a great story about how, I mean, she's always had a great story, I think. You always have, about how you got into TV and stayed there. And
TV was definitely
I mean, you got to, if you're going to be on TV, I mean, that is, people think that, oh gosh, when you're on TV, it's the best. I'm like, gosh, you don't want to trade places with most of these people.
It's not glamorous.
It's not.
It's tough work.
It is.
And it's
You were out there, I almost worried about you during the hurricane.
Oh, that was so hard, for sure.
She was in the middle of, I was like, she is again.
Yeah.
He was in the middle of all of it.
We were,
Lots of good work, though.
everywhere. Thank you.
All you guys did, and all the reporters did. But I just because I know you, I was like, what the.
And you know what? Normally, when we have to work so many hours, it's difficult,
On
for all of
families
us to
and
be able to
everybody.
do that. But every single person at our station, we wanted to be out
I know
there
you did.
because
You could tell.
It just felt like we were with our community.
Well,
you know?
this is your moment. I mean, not for yourself, but this is what you guys got into the business for, to help and
Yes,
communicate.
to help.
And here was your example, and you all rose to the occasion incredibly. So thanks for being here too today.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us.
Thanks,
You
guys.
can pick up our podcast on the internet. This is the Underbelly Podcast. Everybody have a good weekend.